Hello all and welcome to a brand new Parry's Pickups. Sorry we're taking a week out, wasn't a lot to talk about to be totally honest, but we've got 3 games this week to talk about. I know a little less than usual, but sort of slowed down a little bit buying video games just lately, so we'll make do with what we have. First of all, probably, well they're all pretty good, but we'll start off with one I'm really been enjoying an awful lot, and that is Everybody's Golf. Wow. It's a good game. It's a good game. Of course, it does sort of rely on you liking golf games, of course, but this is a very colourful and enjoyable golf game. For those not familiar with the series, Everybody's Golf is an accessible type golf game in a similar way to something like Mario Golf, actually. The series, to my knowledge, began on the PlayStation 1. And since then there's been releases on all sorts of Sony consoles over the years. The PS2, the PSP, the PS Vita, and now we have the PS4 version of Everybody's Golf, which comes with a really impressive character editor. You can have lots of fun with this. It's really easy to use, really quick, and it's a lot like the Meme Maker actually. The ease of doing things and the lack of load times really does make this stand apart from the rest of these character creators, in my opinion. I used one on one of the WWE games. I think it was 2K15 was particularly slow and cumbersome to navigate. And maybe that's because you're always getting this very elaborate character on screen at all times, the amount of detail on them. And of course these characters are more in the vein of a me type character. So but I think that's really works really well for this game, and you can, adjust every little aspect, the angle of the eyes, the width of the head, and you do all this quite simply by moving either the right or left stick around and changing colours between the R1 and L1 buttons, and as you play through the game, you unlock more bits and pieces to customise your characters, which is super good. It does give you an incentive just to keep playing. Also, your golfer levels up, gets better in certain areas as you do, and that's nice. You can have quite a few characters created, so you can switch between always keeping your same character profile, but you can switch between the look of your character, which was really welcome as well. It's got full online play, and is there anything else I can say about it? It's a fantastic package, and I think I got this for about £25, which I think is incredibly reasonable for the amount of game you get out of Everybody's Golf. So golf fans, do pick it up. It's a PlayStation exclusive. I'd say it's the best golf game you can play on this generation of consoles. Moving on to another PS4 game I've been enjoying a lot. This one was actually a gift. This is Diablo III, which was bought for me for my birthday by my good friend Gareth, who I play a lot of games online with. He thought maybe we'd do a different kind of game. We don't usually play games like this. We really enjoy playing cooperatively. In the past we've done Dead Space 3. Well, we never finished Dead Space 3, but we finished Resi 5 and Dead Rising 2. And we have played others as well, but I can't think of them offhand at the minute. But something we really liked doing actually was playing Phantasy Star online, but not online, on the multiplayer split screen you can do on the Nintendo GameCube. And there's also elements of Destiny which we were enjoying, the levelling up and such, but we got a little bit tired of Destiny, so Gareth said, well, maybe we should take a punt on this one, and he got himself a copy, got me a copy, and been enjoying it a lot so far. It's actually a game I have played before. I've got the game on the Xbox 360, but I've only ever played it single player. And this game really comes to life when you play it in multiplayer, because the actual core gameplay is pretty straightforward. It's a dungeon crawling like game where you defeat enemies, and enemies drop objects, armour or other sorts of upgrades. You pick them up, you customise your characters, upgrade into newer armours. But unlike Destiny, if you don't like the look, I know you can put these, what are they called on Destiny? You can put these filters on your shaders, I think they're called, on your costumes, make them look a bit different colours and such. On this you can kind of transmogrify items, so You may have a really powerful armour that you really want to wear, but you don't like the look of it. Well, you can go and transmogrify the armour into something else that you prefer the look of, which I think was a really great addition to the game. So far we're only on like chapter 1. What you'll see is gameplay of me just jumping into one of the big areas and fighting some enemies, because I wanted to save any story stuff until I next play it with Gareth. But I was able to get up one level, and it's rather satisfying. As well as just the normal sorts of upgrades like armor, weapons and such. You can upgrade abilities, you can really choose what direction you want your character to move in. Do you want it to have ranged attacks? Do you want it to be more speedy? Do you want it to be more powerful? I'm using a female barbarian, so it helps to have her power level particularly high, because that's her strongest asset. You maybe don't want to build her up in other areas, because that isn't where she sort of shines in that respect. So yeah, I really like the graphics, really like the world that has been created in Diablo 3. I've actually not played Diablo 2, which most people will probably tell you that it's a better game, and it may be, but I can't really compare the two, having not played Diablo 2, of course. But yeah, it's a beautifully designed world. The characters are, I don't know, something about the voice acting. You can't necessarily, it's kind of a light-hearted tone to the game. Not by looking at the cover, you wouldn't think so, but yeah, it's got I guess it's a sort of World of Warcraft type thing, but it has got a more of a darker, sinister look than something like World of Warcraft. But it's not all doom and gloom, I wouldn't say. It's quite a colourful game as well. Yes, so we're really enjoying playing through this. We've been playing through it on a weekly basis, and I don't see any signs of us stopping anytime soon, because it's a very easy game to play. You know, it's a game you can definitely chat and play at the same time. It's not one that requires all your attention all the time. So far, I haven't really encountered any enemies that are super difficult, where it's been a stressful experience or anything like that. I'm assuming, you know, as we get into later chapters, the difficulty level will increase. But right now, it's just a really fun sort of chat room where you can slay monsters while you chat, and upgrade your characters. Really, really good game. That's Diablo 3. And lastly, we're going to feature 2 sports games on this episode. Sorry if you're not a fan of sports games, but this was a game I actually picked up some time ago, but never covered on Parry's Pickups, because I sort of forgot I bought it and then forgot to play it. But I did give it a go this morning. That is NHL Slapshot. Now, this was an exclusive hockey game for the Wii. I got it for 40 krona, which is pretty good, but it didn't come with the hockey stick accessory, which one of the first things you see as you turn the game on. You get an instructional video telling you how to assemble the hockey stick peripheral, where you place your Wii remote in one end and your nunchuck in the other. But luckily the game does allow you to just use the Wii remote and nunchuck outside of the hockey stick, but you have to select a different control scheme to do that. But I can't see how it would be any different, really, because when you're using the hockey stick you're essentially doing the same things. So maybe there is something there, but did a bit of a training mode, which was a little bit awkward to do a particular shot I was trying to do. I don't know why that was, but eventually I got there and jumped into just a quick game. And what's quite unique about this game is you can do like little league teams, like like kids playing hockey, which I thought was something I've never encountered. And I played one of those modes, something just a little bit different, and it played pretty much like any other hockey game I've played, but you were playing as kids instead, which is great because this is meant to be an accessible hockey game for all the family. So to give you the ability to play as a kid, I thought was quite cool. I don't know if there's any Mii support. I haven't encountered it yet, but yeah, play from Pee-wee to Pro. And it's got a few different options. It's very accessible. It's everything you'd want a simple hockey game to be, actually. I think it's a really quite good game, especially for the money. If I ever see a hockey stick going anywhere for this game, I think I'll have to consider picking it up just to try it out and see how it differs from the more traditional control scheme. And that's it for this week. Yeah, a little slim on the pickings this time. But some quality games there. I'm actually getting less and less time to play games at the moment, so expect maybe a few less Parry's pickups in the forthcoming weeks. It really does all depend on if I pick anything up and if I've had the time to play any of them. But if I'm able, I will certainly do one. I hope you've still enjoyed the videos. If there's anything you think I can improve on, or if you've got any questions about the games I cover in these episodes, please do let me know. And I guess all that's left for me to say is game on, and hopefully catch you again soon. Bye for now.